Everybody, so I want to share with you some tips and tricks for using Google Slides. And so let's go ahead and get started. One of the first tips and tricks is hyperlinking. So if you want better Google slide presentations, you may want to consider how you hyperlink. So when most people hyperlink stuff, what they do is they'll put something like this in a document, which is okay. But when you have a long drawn out URL, sort of like this, right here, let me just go ahead and paste that. That doesn't look very professional. So there are some ways that you can help with that. And one way is to highlight your word and then make that a link. So in Google Slides, you can do that by Command K, or you can go up to the Insert and Link button. Okay, so when I do that, I can actually see that I have this place where I can paste a link, or I could do a search. So because the word was Milton Hershey School up at the top, you'll see that it does a search right here for Milton Hershey School. I could also do a search for, say for instance, I want to do like USA Today. It'll actually search for websites. And if I want to find more, I can click right here and it'll give me some other results as well that may apply to my example. So I'm going to choose Milton Hershey School and hit apply. Now, the other thing that you could do too is you could actually just click on a keyword like the word here and turn that into a link, which I'm going to do right here, and just hit apply. Images. Did you know that you can use images or even shapes as links as well? You can. So if you go right up here to insert and you go to image, you can go to search the web right up here. And when you go to search the web, I'm going to just type in car, and you can see right here, here's some different cars. I'm going to use this example. Now, I can click on this example, or I can choose insert, or I can just double click and it'll automatically paste it in. So as you can see, here we go. And I can hyperlink this picture simply by selecting the picture. I have these handles which appear around my Google Slideshow presentation. And once again, I can go to insert a link. I can even click right here on my toolbar, or if I'm on my Mac here, I'm going to go Command K, and I'm going to paste in a link once again and hit apply. But you can also link to slides within your presentation. It doesn't necessarily have to be websites. So if I wanted to link to a slide, and I'm going to highlight this entire text. Now, little trick for you, if you click 3 times, you can highlight from a whole entire section of text from return to return or enter to enter, meaning if you have a whole entire paragraph and then you hit return or enter on your keyboard, it'll highlight that entire paragraph up until where you hit enter. If you double click, it'll highlight a word. So here's my text here. I'm going to once again Command K, and I'm going to choose right down here, and let me move my picture out of the way, slides in this presentation. And as you can see, I can go to specific slides. So let's link to slide number 3, and I'm going to hit apply and check out what happens. I'm going to go, it'll take me right there. So that brings us to the next idea, and that is the Explore tool. So let me just move this out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert an image. Now, when you insert an image from Google Slides, you can most certainly go right up here and choose your picture. And so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to choose this slide. I'm going to double click to add it in. And so one of the great features of Google Slides that I really like is this Explore tool, where you can click on it and it does offer you suggestions for layouts on your presentation. So as you can see, these are all different designs, and I simply just choose and it'll automatically put it in there. So Google does the work. It makes it much more professional looking, and there's very little that you have to do as a person. All right, another thing that you can do too is if you wanted to insert an image, once again, I can go up here and insert an image. I can do that from my Google Drive. I can do it from my photos. I could use my camera, or I could just simply find the URL. So this right here is a search. And so as you can see, I have another picture. I'm going to go ahead and choose the picture. I'm going to choose insert. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some different cropping tools, some cropping features. So as you see right here with my picture, I have 6 little handles, okay? Actually, not 8 little handles. And I can use this to adjust my size of my picture. However, what I also can do is I can use some of these formatting options. When I go to the formatting options, I can recolor my picture, as you can see. I can create a shadow. Okay, let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to go distance. I'm going to go blur radius, and I'm going to go angle. See, check that out. Isn't that really cool? So I can adjust my picture that way. Another thing that I can do, let me just click on this picture, and I'm actually going to go no recolor. I'm just going to move it back. I can even crop it. So when I double click on my picture, I can get these cropping buttons right here to crop out certain sections of my picture. So as you can see, I can do that. If I did not necessarily want it that way, I can double click on my picture and I get the cropping buttons right here and I can bring them back. Okay. I can also do that right up here. This is the cropping button. But what some people don't realize you can do is you can actually go to this drop-down menu and you can crop your item into a shape. So if I wanted to crop it into, say, let's do a star. So I'm going to just crop it into a star. Check that out. There's this yellow button right here, so I can change this shape a little bit. So let me just change the shape. I can also use the outline tool right here. Okay. And I can even change the color of the outline. So that makes it a little bit more professional looking. Now there's other things you can do too, such as adding shapes itself. When you want to add a shape, did you know that you can enter text on that shape? You can do that as well. So something that you may want to consider doing is you may want to also consider what is called cropping your images. So you can select one image, hold the shift key down on your keyboard to select the next image. And then when you click, okay, you're going to go to the word group. Okay, so you can click on it and choose group and check out what happens. I can group my picture and I can move it around. Whoops. I can move it around on my screen here and it functions as one object. All right, something else that you may want to consider doing is adding videos. So adding videos, you can go right up here to insert. You can go to video. And when you go to video, you can search for a YouTube video. You can paste a URL to a YouTube video, or you can go into your Google Drive if you have something. For this particular example, we're going to stick with the Milton Hershey example. And as I can see right here, I'm just doing a search. And this actually is going to show a day in the life of house parents, how it works. I'm going to hit select. And as you can see, I have my video right here. Now, if I want to play this, I can present my presentation here. So I'll go ahead and present it. And I can press play. Okay, so that's something I can do. However, what I also have the ability to do is I can resize this if I'd like. Let me just choose this. I can resize this. I also have playback features over on the right-hand side. So if this goes away, this formatting options part, no worries, because you can simply click formatting options and then you can choose when your video starts. So I could choose right here to start it at 1 minute and I could end it at say 2:25. And then I can also change some different things about my video right here. I can autoplay it, I can mute it, things like that. All right, last but not least, how do you use these things called add-ons? Add-ons are great. They're like Lego pieces where you can add additional features to your Google Slides presentations. You can simply go to add-ons and you can get more add-ons right here. You can go and choose or search whichever one you want. And then when you want to install something, you just simply choose install and it'll actually install it. Now, it doesn't install software on your computer. It merely unlocks this feature. So that's a big thing to realize. It's not downloading something on your computer. It's merely unlocking a feature. One of my favorite add-ons here is called Insert Icons for Slides. And I'm going to open this up over on the sidebar here. and you're going to see that I can type in a word. So I'm going to just type in the word apple, and then I can change the color right here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and it will add that icon into my picture. And then, I could resize it. I can do some different things right here. I love it because it does have a lot of really great tools, a lot of great features, and you could customize the color. There's another one that I like too. It's called Slides Toolbox. And if I open up Slides Toolbox, what you'll see here is you'll see a variety of text tools, arrangement tools, even chart tools that you can add as well. Okay, so those are 5 tips on how you can make better Google Slide presentations. Hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.